Welcome to the new features found in EasyCam 2016 Mill Pro video. EasyCam now supports 64-bit, which allows you to work with larger files. From the setup, you'll see fine tessellation. Well, in 2016, we've optimized that to import gap-free models and generate higher quality toolpath. For starters, I'm just going to position our coordinate system into a more practical location. I'm going to use EasyCam's custom interface to snap a toolbar right to my cursor using a shortcut key. Now I'm going to measure the diameter of the hole, and I can fit up to a 3/4 inch end mill. Let's make a roughing work step. And use a smaller end mill. We'll use an aggressive Z step of 3/8 and 20 thousandths for finish. As you can see, the smaller end mill was able to feed to the bottom of the hole and contour the walls, leaving 20 thousandths for finish. Let's take a look at that in 3D. Now, in order to feed over holes or gaps, you used to have to create a 3D cap surface. Well, in EasyCam 2016, we've addressed that by allowing an additional tool percentage. Now we've suppressed the holes. Here's that 3/8 Z step that we used. I didn't want to use a smaller Z step, so I had less material along the walls because it would cut the entire stock. It'd be very inefficient. So we want to cut the material just up against the walls. And in 2016, we incorporated a step finish, leaving the smaller steps. And I'm going to leave 35 thousandths. Now we have an efficient semi-finish operation right in the roughing work step. Now I'm going to show you some of our new finishing tool paths. We'll start us off with a constant Z. And I'm going to focus in on this surface right here. Now we've added that surface to our work step, but we want to be aware of the surrounding surfaces so we don't violate them. So those are called check surfaces. This toolpath was inefficient and generated a lot of rapid moves. Well, in 2016, we've added a connect, which forces the tool to feed down in Z in a zigzag pattern. Here we've eliminated most of the rapid moves, and you can see we're getting a zigzag down to depth. Now let's focus on our 3D equidistant toolpath. We'll use the traditional S-link. The S-link is a great step over. It arcs on and off the toolpath, but it will leave witness marks. So we've eliminated that by adding a new helical toolpath, where it'll allow you to spiral outward or spiral inward, giving it a continuous flow. Now we've eliminated the step over to more of a spiral. From here I'm going to show you how to rough with a custom stock. Here we want to rough with the contours of the stock. Typically, EasyCam would extend the toolpath out to the outside boundary, so you'd be cutting a lot of air. So let's take a look at our new toolpath. I'm going to hide our stock, and we'll take a look at the toolpath generated in those pockets. Take off the stock, by removing the stock. This is the type of toolpath you would get, and you can see we've been cutting out in space. Now I've added a second work step just to show you that we've added colors to our simulation so you can keep track of the work steps that we are using. And you can see we have a different color per work step. So let's take a look at another feature we have to offer. Is you can step the simulation through by pausing at a Z-Rapid, pausing at the end of a work step, or pausing at tool changes. We'll pause at work steps. We'll turn the simulation speed off and verify. And here we've paused, and I hit enter, and we continue through. And those are the new features we have to offer. If you would like, you can contact us at 508-347-3222 or email us at sales@easycam.com, and we'd be happy to discuss these features with you at length or give you a personal demonstration.